G'day team, it's your old mate the Kiwi Badger, and yet again another, I suppose, vlog or update where I'm not on a bike. It's starting to become a bit of a habit, this. But as you know, we, myself and my partner and our children, moved into our new home. It was the end of July. I turned my second part of my garage into a sleep out for my son, and I've just finished building this little kit set cabin for my daughter. So that took me 2 weeks to build. I had to drive up to Auckland to go and get it, and yeah, it's taken me 2 weeks of a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there after work to get it done. So where are we at with the bikes? Well, as you know, I've got two bikes. I've got the VTR 1000, which has been changed around slightly. It's got no wheels on it at the moment because I was going to have new tyres put on. So the rear tyre is currently in at Gary Worsley Motorcycles, having a new Conti Motion rear put on it. The last Conti Motion probably had another 2,000 or 3,000 kilometres left in it, but I sustained a puncture, so I thought, well, it's off, I may as well put a brand new tyre on it. Yeah, so that tyre actually did really, really well. It did about 6,000 kilometres, which doesn't seem a lot, but well over half of that was used on the South Island trip on the really, really rough South Island roads. But we'll take you next door and we'll show you the ST. So team, here's the ST in the other garage. What can I tell you? So, as you know, I bought this off a friend of mine, belonged to his father, who's since moved back to England and didn't want to take the bike back with him. Oh, scratches. Yeah, so it hasn't been registered or warranted in 8 years. The front pots in the brake calipers were frozen. The rear ones were the same. The ABS was throwing up fault lights. I've changed the coolant, I've changed all the brake fluid, the clutch fluid, engine oil, flushed out the gas tank, new filters, pulled the ABS modulators off the bike and pulled them apart and serviced them to get rid of the fault codes. So now there are no fault codes. I have fixed the ABS. So it was a bit of a learning process because I've never dealt with ABS on a bike before, and I was a little bit concerned. So, as far as I'm concerned, the bike is ready to go for compliance. It's got a full tank of gas, fresh oil, fresh coolant, so on and so forth. All of the lights work, except one little thing. So, the park light, when I put the fairing back on the bike, I left the park light, and it was, well, it's just up under here, but it was hanging down under the bike, so I've got to actually pull some of the fairing back off to get the park light inside the headlight assembly. So that's got to be done, and then it'll be ready for compliance. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out and riding this and doing some Ks with my partner on it, and going away for weekends and things like that, which is the whole reason I bought the bike. Yeah, she's a pretty tidy machine. It's no slouch. It does I've got to get used to this whole. The white numbers there are in miles an hour, and the red numbers are in kilometres an hour. And I was sitting up at 80 miles an hour, and I remembered that it was miles an hour. So yeah, what's that? That's about 100 and jeepers, 80 miles an hour. It's about 130 kilometres an hour. So I was speeding lots. So yeah, I've got to really keep an eye on that because it doesn't feel like you're going as fast as you are. But yeah, it rides, it runs beautifully, and can't wait to get out there. So that's kind of where we're at the moment with everything. I do apologise for the, I suppose, the delay in all the videos. I've been somewhat busy building things and still trying to unpack boxes for the house and that kind of thing. And obviously with work and children, life is busy. So we're here, we're going to get it out there for compliance and get some miles, and hopefully the next video will be me on a two-wheeled machine talking to you as we go down the road. But yeah, next thing will be to get this rear tyre back on the VTR and get some riding done. The battery's actually gone flat because I haven't ridden it in quite some time. But anyway, that's the update, guys. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you later. See ya!